Hello, everyone. I'll just give it a moment for people to join. Just a few more seconds. All right, I think we're good to go. Well, welcome everyone to our webinar. My name is Danny Savard. I'm the Senior Director of Marketing at Kyligence. In this webinar, we want to talk about how to deliver projects in a challenging economy with low-code platforms. Really, what we want to show you today is that we can enable business users to perform self-service without relying too heavily on a data team. So that means data teams can be more effective, more efficient. They can respond quicker. They can satisfy their internal audience and customers better. And then business users gain autonomy. They have the ability to create, manage, and derive their own metrics. So obviously the goal here is that there's a balance between autonomy and governance. But we're not going to talk about data ops today. Really what we want to show you is that business users have an example of a platform where business users can derive their own metrics with a GUI and visualize it very simply inside of Microsoft Excel. Also want to encourage you to stay till the very end. Spoiler alert, we have a free try and buy and an incredible offer of $1 an hour for the utilization of the platform we're going to show you. So stick around for that. The format's very simple. We're going to do a quick presentation, quick demo, and then we're going to answer your questions at the very end. So with that, I'd like to introduce Harry Kernyawan, who is our Senior Solutions Architect, to take us through the presentation.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar. My name is Harry Kernyawan. I am Senior Solution Architect with Kyligence. Today, I'd like to share with you how you can be a data hero in this challenging economy. In my presentation, I will start with the promise of decision making using data, and then talk about challenges in delivering data projects that are needed to support decision making. Later, I will introduce no-code metrics platform to address the challenges that I mentioned earlier. And finally, Q&A session. If you are here today, chances you are dealing with data directly or indirectly. Some of you might involve in data projects or even leading data projects. So these challenges in delivering data project might sound familiar to you, especially long journey or process to unlock insight from data. And then a slow economy may impact your data project as well. I will talk about more about these challenges in my next slide. Good news is you can use a no-code metrics platform to overcome these challenges. First, long journey to get insight from data. You probably know that the data need to be processed before you can get insight from the data. This is the example of data sources that you may encounter, such as CRM, customer relationship management, online sales data, and Excel files, very popular data sources, and POS, point of sale data from point of sale system. Typically, data engineers load this data from data sources into data warehouses. Once the data in data warehouse, BI developer or analyst can create visualization or dashboard so business user can start analyze the data. In some cases, business user export the data to Excel for wider distribution or further analysis. Slow economy add additional problem or risk. You probably heard from the news about workforce reduction. In this economic climate, many organizations also cut their budget to save money. It's no surprise there. And finally, competing data projects. It's nothing new here, since business function or department, they need data to make decision. So business department like finance, sales, or operation create their own data project, and these data projects are competing for the same resources, which is IT resources. No-code metrics platform can help alleviate the pain that I mentioned earlier. By allowing business users with no coding skill to build their own metrics and analyze data quickly, meaning less reliant on IT resources. As a result, data analysis can be done in hours versus weeks, and cheaper than traditional data warehouse approach. Since Metrics platform is a SaaS offering, you can just sign up and ready to go. Now I like to introduce you to Zen, no-code metrics platform offering from Kylegence. It offers no-code capability, so business users with no coding skill can create their own metrics and analyze data quickly. Zen save money by supporting unlimited users and bill based on actual usage. Zen also budget friendly. It starts at $1 per hour. As a comparison, Tableau Cloud charges about $70 per user per month. So you can realize significant cost saving with Zen. It saves time and promotes collaboration. Business users can reuse and share metrics in multiple projects or teams. And this is my favorite, live Excel connection. Why is my favorite? Because I don't have to export data into Excel and then email it to everybody or drop it in the Dropbox. So no messy emailing, no messy exporting, and better when the data in metric platform updated, I don't have to re-export data to Excel. So save me time and avoid confusion like which Excel containing the recent data. Even better, since Excel is available on desktop and mobile devices, you can access your data from desktop, iPad or tablet, even smartphone. And now let's talk about the demo scenario. Suppose your organization wants to cut expenses across the board, and the CFO asks you to analyze cloud spending data, hoping that you can present some recommendation to reduce spending. Unfortunately, IT has project backlog. It will take weeks to load cloud spending data into data warehouse, and before you can analyze the data. So what should you do? Well, you can be a data hero. In the next demo, I will show you how end user with no coding skill can load cloud spending data without IT help. Then create metrics, and then you can analyze data using attribute analysis. So you get ideas, generate ideas from the insight to reduce cloud spending. And finally, I will demonstrate how easy to connect Excel to Zen with the live connection. In this demo, I will show how to load cloud data spending without IT help, then create metrics, perform root cause analysis, so we can get insight to generate ideas how to cut cloud spending. And I also gonna demonstrate how to create dashboard quickly, and I will close it with how to connect Excel to Zen with live connection. All can be done easily with the people with the no coding skill. Let's load the data. Click a data tab, and then click new to adding CSV file. So here we have a CSV file containing cloud spending. We're just gonna load it. After the CSV file loaded, we can sample the data. This is how the data look like. So there is a cost center column, has this is the sample data, has technical support, cloud engineering, and there is a platform where there is AWS, Azure, project, owner of the project, the actual spending, date, and we have a cost category for virtual machine, database, network, and cost subcategory. All right, now let's create a matrix. Click the matrix tab. So we can create a matrix that that can be used for cloud spending analysis, right? So we can click new and pick a basic matrix, because it's basically we just want to aggregate, like do sum. So we pick this cloud billing standard data set based on the CSV that we just loaded, and then we can just the actual cost, and we do sum. So we can populate the rest of the field, and this is how it look like when it's done. I pick currency with the US dollar and 1,000 separator, and I added a bunch of dimension that can be used to slice the cost, and no filter, and I pick the time granularity at day level, and I'll give it a name called total cloud spending. So from this metric, we can we can gain insight quickly using a neat feature called root cause analysis. By the way, when we click the matrix, it will give us a preview of spending over time. Look at this is across 2001 to 2002, part of 2002. So let's go to a root cause analysis. The purpose of doing a root cause analysis is at this point we have no idea, right? Like how to what to do. How we have the data, but we have no idea like how we gonna cut expenses. So we need to get an insight, right? So let's analyze the data based on a dimension attribute. So here we're gonna add project owner, cost category, maybe platform. We want to know like breakdown by platform. Okay. All right, and then we want to take a look. Okay, so there's interesting. Maybe we can do recent and recent increase, right? So we see here the increase from and at the end of 2021, December 31st. Looks like the cloud spending jump and until like February 28. Let's pick the date for. All right, so we want to know what's going on between this time period, and let's analyze it. All right, so it came back, and we can look at it by the owner. Looks like John contribute the most for the cloud spending. Definitely, we can reach out John and ask why you spend a lot of money, right? And then we can look at the project. Looks like Project Mecca contribute about additional 800,000, right? There's a possibility that this is correlated to John's project, or maybe Gloria. We can find that further by asking them, and looking at the cost category. And look at this. It seems that virtual machine contribute the most spending. So this is opportunity. Maybe we can talk to IT. Maybe we can find more efficient virtual machine. So that's the opportunity. And then we can look at the storage. Maybe we can delete unused data. So this is a kind of cool feature where we can get insight quickly, and we can use all this insight that we get to create recommendation for the management, like which area we can focus on to cut cloud spending. And now let's create a dashboard. So I'll give it name cloud spending by month and category, and then I can add metrics. I'll just pick total cloud spending. That's it. Select metrics, and I just drop it, and it will pick appropriate chart. Let's expand it, and it's by default it's gonna analyze over time the spending. Maybe we can analyze further. Let's break it down by project, so we can see and we can expand the slider, to cover more time. So as you can see, this is the purple one, is native program. It's at the peak is 200,000. The accumulate cost over time for native program is 200K. And then what else? Program path, it's the orange one. It's almost 900,000. So this is give you visualization, quick visualization to figure out cloud spending for each project. And we can create the dashboard and share it with the user, and then let the user do slicing using a different dimension. And now let's switch to Excel. We can save this one. All right, it's safe, and we can share this dashboard, right? Yeah, we can definitely action. Yeah, guys, we can do like any other dashboard. We can share this dashboard with business user. And now let's take a look the Excel. This is how your Excel look like connected to Zen using a live connection. Let's drag total cloud spending that has been selected. So here we see the total cloud spending from the beginning. It's about 30 million. And let me check this checkbox. So you will wait until we press update button before refresh the data. So I like to analyze by time. This is the breakdown of total cloud spending by months from January 2021 to March 2022. And we can try maybe cost category or cost center maybe. Let's drag it to column here. So this is the breakdown of the cloud spending by cost center. We see a big data analytic, business strategy, digital marketing, PMO. It's all interesting stuff. And let's switch the breakdown. We want to see by project, right? So we can remove this one and drag the project here and refresh. All right, now we have the breakdown by project over time. As you can see, this is very easy. All these things can be done in less an hour and cost less than a coffee. It's amazing, isn't it? Thank you, everyone. And feel free to scan the QR code and you can try yourself Collagen Zen and have fun.
All right, Harry, thank you very much. Let me get us back to that QR code. And we've got some questions that came up. So while I do that, let me ask you the question. So the demo you just did was a CSV file, or it could have been from an S3 bucket, right? It's just the data for consumption for AWS. The question that came up is, what about larger data sets from traditional data warehouse, something bigger, something older, something from a different location? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Thank you, Danny. So yes, Collagen Zen can support large historical data set as well, like a data warehouse. So the data could be converted to CSV or flat file or Parquet file that can be loaded to AWS S3, standard data lake storage. So and and can support up to a petabyte data. So it's very large data. So a typical data warehouse is probably in terabyte data.
Sure.
And 1 petabyte is 1,000 terabyte. So So yeah, definitely it can support large historical data.
Another question that came in is questioning, because we mentioned it a few times, questioning our pricing. Pricing's too good to be true. Are you saying that you could have 50 users and still pay $1 an hour? What are the details here?
Okay, yes, that's correct. So the pricing is based on usage. It's not based on number of user. So the $1 per hour is good to cover up to 100 gigabyte data. Obviously, if you data bigger than 100 gigabyte, so you pay more. But most for casual usage, typical usage, 100 gigabytes should be enough.
Okay. Let's see. If I have existing tools and I want to migrate metrics from SQL Server reporting or Tableau or some other platform where I've already invested in the creation of metrics, how can I import, or how can I migrate?
Yeah, as long as the reporting tool support like standard format like XML or JSON, we have tool that are able to automate the migration of metrics from the tool that you just mentioned, like reporting SQL Server reporting services or Tableau or other reporting tool to Colligence end.
Okay, great. I think that's it for questions, and that takes us to the bottom of the hour. We thank you very much for attending, and we look forward to seeing you next time when we do our next in the series of talks. So thanks again. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, everyone.